Hi and welcome to Real Yoga. I'm Hanna and today we're doing a full practice and we're going to work towards Mermaid Pose, which is one of my favorite poses because I'm a die-hard mermaid fan. But Mermaid Pose requires lots of opening in your shoulders, in your hips, and stretch and length through the quads. So actually this practice is really great for that full body experience, whether you get into your peak pose or not. I would recommend a strap or some strap-like device, like a dog leash could work, a belt, a scarf, whatever you've got lying around, and a cushion or pillow if your hips are really tight might also be really nice. Cool, we're filming on location now, so I'm going to disappear from this space and go into a very beautiful other space. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is the best and greatest way that you can support me and support free, high-quality yoga for everybody. That's enough of me. When you're ready, grab your stretchy pants and I'll meet you on the mat. All right, today's practice, we're going to start lying down on our belly. So the best way to start a practice, I think. So come to lay on your belly. Nice. Ignore my strap here. This is just because I'm really slippery on this type of mat. So this is my slip-proof support. All right. So if you're like me, your nose is huge and it's really hard for you to bring your forehead down, you can just sort of rest your chin or your mouth on your mat. Take your feet hip distance apart, send them out nice and long, and then take your arms at 90 degrees and really make sure that they're set up. So from your shoulder to your elbow, I'll come this way so you can see, is like this really perfect squared off shape. So bring both of your arms out like this at your 90-degree angles and flatten your palms of your hands down on the mat. Beautiful. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to start on the right side so you can sort of see what this looks like from behind. Pop up your right fingertips like a little tent. So you're really popping up that little tent hand. Bend your right knee, and then we're going to lift the right leg off the mat and roll on to our left shoulder. Try to keep that left shoulder planted down to the mat. Keep your 90-degree angle. Maybe your right toes tap down to the floor. If they don't, it doesn't matter. And then try to get comfy here. I know it's hard because this is a big stretch for the front of that left shoulder. So we'll stay here for 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Exhale to slowly take your way back onto your belly. Usa, right? And then reposition your right arm. So that elbow, once again, is at a super 90-degree angle. Make sure that that's set up with lots of intention. Spread your fingers wide, palm faces down. And then now our left palm pops up like a little tent. We bend the left knee. And then we're going to lift the left thigh off the mat and roll on to our right shoulder. Maybe those left toes tap down for you, maybe not. And try to keep that angle of your right arm. So that's really strong. And I know this is such a super duper intense stretch for your shoulder. And if it's not, then I'm super jealous of you because I got super tight shoulders. All right, 1 more breath in here. And then exhale, slowly make your way back onto the mat. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Press into your hands to come up onto all fours. All right, from here we're going to work a little bit through cat-cow, but not quite as we know it. So spread your fingers really, really wide. Bring your knees directly underneath your hip points. And then instead of our traditional cow pose, which we all know and love, where we get to let our beer gut hang down and our butt stick up in the air, instead, we're going to try and draw the belly in towards the spine. And on the inhale, we're just going to squeeze our shoulder blades together. So you'll see my belly will lower a little bit and my hips will lift a bit, but I'm not really exaggerating this movement. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Another breath in here. And then as we exhale, press the shoulder blades apart. This time you can go traditional cat, chin to your chest or your belly in towards your spine. Nice. Inhale, just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Don't even lift your chin. You can look straight down at the mat. Keep your belly engaged. Exhale, press away. Nice. Couple more times like this. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really squeeze them. Push them out away from you. And exhale, really round through the spine. Feel those shoulder blades pull apart from one another as your belly draws in. One more time. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders. And exhale, press it away. Nice. If you want one inhale just for good fun, you can drop your belly and come into that very traditional fun happy cow pose and exhale. Halloween cat. Nice. From here, come back to neutral spine, tuck your toes underneath you, lift your knees, let them hover. Inhale, breath here, and then exhale, send your hips up and back. Come into your first downward facing dog. Maybe it's your first, maybe not for the day. I don't know what you've been up to, but I like to pedal line out. Just take a little bend through opposite knees. Maybe you twist a little through your hips, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Nice. And then come to stillness when you're ready. Spread those fingers wide. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. And then press your chest towards your thighs. Beautiful. Legs don't have to be straight for the first one or for any of them, actually. Make it more interesting to find a super long spine. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, start to walk your hands back to the back edge of your mat. So your hands come to your feet. Bend your knees a lot. And really feel like you want to lay your belly over your thighs and release your head and neck down. So you can bend your knees as much as you need to feel that your belly and your rib cage are happy on those thighs there. Grab a hold of opposite elbows if that feels good for you. And then here we're just going to dangle the body out a little. Sway a little bit side to side, shake out the head. If your neck is a little bit extra tense this morning or whatever, then interlace your fingers, take them behind your head, and then let your elbows draw your neck down towards the earth. Feels good. All right. Take one more breath in here. One more exhale. And then release your hands however you've got them. Take them down to the mat and paint your fingertips up to your shins and then lengthen through your spine. So here we are in Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Hug your rib cage in. Beautiful. One more breath in here. And exhale, bend the knees, lay your belly over your thighs and fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Spine is long, belly is in, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins, press your shins back into your hands. Can you bring a tiny bit more weight into your toes here? And then from here, keep this long spine, this 90-degree angle with your body, but take your hands to your waist. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back, so you got these little chicken wings. Hug your belly in, inhale. And then exhale as you slowly come all the way up to stand with a nice strong back body. And here we are in Tadasana. Nice job, guys. All right, release your hands by the sides. Give your shoulders a little bit of a shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Take whatever they need. Beautiful. And then inhale as you bend the knees, fingertips go down to reach up. Look up to the sky, bring your hands together. And once again, we'll melt our belly over our thighs, come back into that fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt it down. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers here. Try to keep your palms of your hands together, and it doesn't matter if they pull apart, but see how long you can keep your hands together as you reach your giant hammer fist up to the sky. Find this weight in the crown of your head. Whew, the shoulders are feeling it today, huh guys? One more breath here. And then slowly avoid slingshotting your arms. Exhale, release. And then slowly, with intention, crawl your hands back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a little second here, bend your knees, bring your chest to your thighs, start to curl your butt up to the sky, and then start to lengthen through the legs. And remember, it doesn't matter if they don't go straight. It's more important to have this super juicy spine. All right, one more breath in here. And then as you exhale, start to walk your feet up to the top of your mat, and then plant the feet to the outside edges of your hands. Your toes spill over the mat here as you come down to malasana. And I'm going to come to face you guys, so we're all in the party. All right. So if your malasana doesn't quite look like this with the heels on the floor, that's no problem. You can bring a rolled up towel or something under your feet. But here we are, we're going to bring the hands together and set them in front of your heart. Use your elbows to press into your knees as you lengthen through the spine. Beautiful. Close down the eyes here so we can do a little visual. One of my favorite, maybe disgusting visualizations is to plant this like seed in your butt crack and then let that vine grow all the way up your spine, and then your leaves shoot out the top of your head. You can open your eyes again. Did it work? Beautiful. All right, so your heart is open here, and from here we're going to go into a little twist. So take your right arm, keep the arm to the inside of the right leg, and take your right hand out just in front of your right foot. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start to rotate the chest as we reach the left arm up to the sky. Beautiful. So here we are in a little happy twist. Keep pressing your right arm towards your right leg to find this opening. You can stay here, or you can flip the right hand behind you, bend the elbow, flip the left hand behind you, bend that elbow, and maybe bind the hands behind your back. It's just an option, you don't have to do this. And if you've got the bind, keep rotating the top shoulder back. Keep trying to turn your right ribs towards your left ribs. We're here for one more breath. If you've got the bind, release, reach your left arm back up to the sky, and then exhale, we'll come back to malasana. Reset your spine, so grow your butt line out your head. Beautiful. All right, and then we're going to take the left hand to the just about in front of your left hand, foot, or wherever it sort of lands. Keep the connection between your left arm and your left leg. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start to peel that right arm up to the sky and find our twist here. Rotating the left ribs now to the sky. And again, if you want to take the bind, flip both palms behind you, bend elbows, and see if you can reach around for your fingers, or maybe you just grab a hold of your leg, your shirt, whatever you've got going on. Nice. Keep rotating. One more breath in here. And then exhale to slowly release. Right arm goes up first to come down, and we're back in malasana. Beautiful. Take one final breath here. I'm going to come back to the front of my mat. Nice. And then plant your hands, lift your hips up high, walk your feet back to hip distance, bend your knees, and we're back here in Uttanasana. Once again, if you want to grab your elbows and take a little sway, shake it out. Then go for it. On an inhale, send your heart forward, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, press into your feet a lot, and then slowly start to unravel your spine like you're a zombie that's waking up from the dead. Super slow, slower than you want to go. Nice. And then the last thing to come up is your chin. Maybe your shoulders lift all the way up to your ears before you roll them back and down. Palms face forward, tadasana. Nice. Close your eyes here just for a beat. Feel yourself connected to this space, wherever you're practicing today. Beautiful. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, shine your eyes open. On the next inhale, we'll reach our prayer to the sky, look up. And then exhale to fold forward, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, press into your fingertips and step your right foot way, way back. Bring the right knee down to the mat. You can come onto the top of your back foot. Beautiful. From here, we're going to start to energetically squeeze the thighs together so that your base is really strong. And then inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. And then exhale, sink deeply. So you want to sink your pelvic floor down. You want to sink your shoulders down away from your ears, but our arms stay nice and active. Our fingertips are active, but our fingers can still move. Beautiful. And then from here, think about that cat belly. So can you draw your belly in so you find length through your lower back? Beautiful. Keep that. Inhale. And then exhale, send your elbows super wide. Find those 90-degree angles from the start of the class. So the belly stays in, but our chest wants to lift up. Nice. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take another inhale breath here. And then exhale to close your arms like a book and then really exaggerate the round of your spine. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Close your arms like a book. Beautiful. One more inhale. This time, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, plant the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Spread your fingers wide and step back to your high plank. You can always come to the knees here if you need it. Nice. Notice here what your shoulders are doing. Are they sagging down so you have this really crunchy low back? Can you push the mat away from you so your shoulder blades move apart? Beautiful. Hug that belly in, full breath in here. And then exhale, take your knees down and then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Nice. From here, come to the tops of the feet again. Take your hands out to the sides. Make your little spidey fingers or tents or whatever you want to call them. And then on an inhale, tuck your chin as you slowly start to roll your spine up. Nice. Head and chin. Lift up last. Beautiful. And then exhale, pull your fingertips back energetically, your elbows back as you send your heart forward. Nice. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, feel like your heart is about to bust out of your chest. Beautiful. And then from here, let's drop the right shoulder, right ear. Nice. Inhale to curl it back up. Make it fancy. Exhale, left shoulder, left ear. Inhale, roll it up. One more time, either side. Right shoulder, right ear. Inhale, roll it up. And exhale, other side. Inhale to roll it up, lift, lift, lift. And then exhale to come all the way down. Hands come underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Press into your power, so start to engage your quads. Send your heels back and then inhale to lift up to plank. Nice. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. Beautiful. Nice. All right. Give your head a little shaky, shaky. Take whatever you need here. And then however you like, start to make your way back to the very top of your mat. Come back to your fold. Inhale, shine your heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, we're going to go straight back down. Forward fold. Nice. Inhale again to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, this time let's step the left foot way back, as far back as back goes. And then bring the left knee down, the top of the left foot down. Again, start to energetically squeeze your thighs together as you send your arms up to the sky. Big breath in here, and then exhale, let everything sink on down. Beautiful. You can see that my belly's just like, yeah. So what we need to do here is hug that belly in so you start to find space through your lower back, but at the same time, lift up through your chest. Nice. Inhale, breath. Exhale, elbows open wide. Nice. Find loads of space here. Nice. Another inhale. And then exhale, really exaggerate the curve in your spine. Press into your right foot strongly as you close your forearm book. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one more time. Inhale, reach everything up. And exhale, plant the hands down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back. plank. Beautiful. Again, shoulders press away from one another here. Feel like you want to suck your heart up into your back. Nice. Shift forward on an inhale so your shoulders are over your fingertips. And exhale, how slow can you lower all the way down in a straight line? Nice work. Inhale for cobra. This time, really lift your hands off of the mat. Press into your toenails strongly. Nice. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Send it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, take what you need here. Blah, blah, blah. And slowly begin to make your way back to the top of the mat, however you see fit. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale to reach all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands together and down in front of your heart, tadasana. Again, invitation to close down the eyes here, if that serves you, if that brings you into your body, even just for a second. All right, we're going to stay low for this next bit and start to work into these quad muscles. So when you're ready, inhale, reach your prayer up to the sky, look up, and exhale to melt it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press into your fingertips, right leg, big step back. Bring the right knee down to the mat. All right, if you need padding underneath the knees here, if you're on a really hard surface, then maybe either double fold your mat over, or if you've got a blanket or something nearby, grab that. Okay, so here we are in our little low lunge. We're gonna stay here just for a little jiff. Beautiful, and then from here we're gonna tuck the toes. Press into your right hand next to your left foot, and then lift the back leg up, and inhale to reach the left arm up to the sky. So here we are in a revolved twist. Beautiful. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, can you close the gap between your right ribs and your left thigh? Nice. Big breath in here. And then exhale, keep your arm up, but drop your back knee down again. All right, keep your body facing towards the left side. And then from here, lift your right foot up off the mat. Nice. Here's where a strap comes in handy if you've got one. Otherwise, we're going to see if we can reach back for that back foot. Oh, if you're cramping, I feel you. It's all good. If you've got a strap, if you don't have anything, you can just sort of pretend something's happening here. All right, and then from here, we're gonna breathe and sink into it. So roll that left shoulder back. Inhale, think upward facing dog in your front body, so you're really open. And then exhale, can you melt? Oh yeah. Your whole booty, your junk, everything down to the mat. Nice. And then can you finally draw that back leg in like a centimeter more, just a centimeter. Final option for those who are, crazy, send your right hand forward and maybe you come down onto your right forearm. Oh, guys, I feel you, right? All right, one more breath here. And then exhale, slowly release that back foot down, keep the knee down. And from here, we're gonna come into a lizard pose. So you can stay on the forearms if that works for you, or come up to your hands. Walk that left foot out a little, and we're gonna shine our heart forward here. And find just a little moment in lizard, not too long. One breath in, one exhale. Whew. If you're on your forearms, press back up to your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then slowly send your left foot back into plank. Here we are. Inhale to shift shoulders over fingernails, and exhale, lower down. Your elbows skim your ribs as you hit the floor. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, melt it down. Here, take your hands back in line with your rib cage, and inhale again to lift up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, hug your elbows towards one another, press into your feet, press into your pubic bone. Beautiful. One more breath here. And exhale, fold, tuck your toes, and send it back, downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Alright, we're going to skip all the fluff in between, and we're just going to step the right foot forward now in between the hands and drop the left knee down to the mat. Alright, so get set up first, take any props and things that you need, and then take your left hand next to your right foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then inhale to reach the right arm up to the sky and find your open twist here. Nice. Notice if that right knee wants to go on a little traveling show. Can you hug it in? Can you lift your hips a little higher? Lean back. Close that gap between left ribs, right thigh. Big breath in here. And then exhale, keep your arm up. Slowly lower your back knee down. Send that hand towards the back edge of your mat. Again, you know what's coming now, so if you need your strap or whatever, grab it. Otherwise, let your toesies float off the mat and reach for your left foot. All right, from here, lift up through your chest, upward facing dog. And then exhale, sink all that stuff down, down, down. Ay, ay, ay. And then final option, for those of you who are a little crazy, you can come down onto your left forearm. Oh, guys, breathe deep. We're here for one more breath. Nice, slowly release that back foot. And from here, we're gonna come into our lizard pose. So walk that right foot out to the side. You can stay on your forearms if that serves you, or you can stay lifted. Find what feels amazing in your body today. Big breath in. One more breath out. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And then again, how slow can you send that front foot back into plank? Nice work. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Nice. This time, let's come into upward facing dog. So only the tops of the feet and the hands are on the mat here. Shoulders back. Let your heart go forward. Nice. Full breath in. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Let that breath out of the mouth if you need it. Bend your knees, look in between your hands, and however you like, come to the top of your mat. Inhale to shine your heart forward, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Hands come together and down in front of your heart. Tadasana. All right. Let's stay on our feet for a while, huh? It's enough hip stuff. All right. So from here, we're gonna come into balance, coming into a little tree pose. So you can choose to have your feet together or feet hip distance apart. It's not really gonna matter. Bring your hands together at your heart. And start to just feel your feet underneath you. Maybe you spread your toes wide and place them back down so your feet are as big as possible. And we're going to start on the right side. So bring the weight into the right foot. As you inhale, start to lift that left knee into your chest. See how high you can get it, hands free, Bluetooth style. And then hug that knee into your chest. Beautiful. Stand up really tall. And then send that knee out to the side. Grab your ankle and bring it in towards your leg. So for your tree, your foot can be here, or it can be all the way out here. Just avoid your knee joint. That's where we don't want to be. So find your version of tree. Whoop, I'm going to use the wall. Bring your hands together at the heart once you've nailed it. Nice. If you've got another variation with your arms that you want to take here, then go for it. Maybe your branches reach up high. Maybe they go twisting all around you. Whoop. Nice. We're here for one more breath. Everyone who's grown their branches, bring your hands back in front of your heart. Release your foot from the leg. Keep your knee lifted. And then we're going to slow motion ninja kick that foot out in front of us. It doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, we're going to slowly send that left leg behind us and come into a warrior 3. All 5 toes of the left foot point directly down to the mat here. Hug those lower ribs in. They're doing your support work for you. Again, if you have another arm variation here that you want to try, go for it. Otherwise, take one more breath here, and then bend through your front knee and slowly tap your back foot down, come into a high crescent lunge. Nice, and then exhale to open into warrior two. Nice, we're not going to stay here super long. So bend deep through your front knee, reach your arms out of their sockets. Great. And then inhale to straighten your front leg, turn both toes forward and then in. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up like a big starfish. And then exhale, bend one knee, lunge to one side. Arms go out to the sides. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the other side. Nice, keep going like this. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, lunging to the sides. Use your breath. Nice, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lunge nice and deep. If you want to do some like seriously cool matrix moves on your way, I'm sure I look so cool right now. Just keep having a little lungy play. And then when you're lunging back towards the front of your mat, stay there, turn your feet, come back to your warrior two. Deep breath in here, and then exhale, cartwheel the hands down and step back. Take your vinyasa, belly to cobra, upward facing dog if you want it, and we'll all meet together in downward facing dog. Nice, guys. Whew. Alrighty. Again, look towards the front of your mat, bend your knees, and come to the top of the mat, however you want to. Inhale, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach those arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice, keep them there. Other side. Whew. Getting a little out of breath. Okay, spread your toes wide. Place them back down so you've got these very big feet that you can balance on. And then from here, bring more weight into your left foot and start to reach the right knee into your chest. How high can you get it without using your hands? And then bring the hands into the picture, squeeze that knee in, and then open the knee out to the side, grab your ankle, and bring that foot into your leg. Wherever it wants to go, just avoid that knee joint. Sit up tall, stand up tall, more like it. Hands together at your heart, or if you want to grow branches or do more funky tree moves, whatever. Nice. See how solid you can get here. Take a final inhale wherever you're at. And then exhale to bring your hands back together and down in front of your heart. Release your foot from your leg, keep your knee lifted. Flex your right foot, and then ninja kick that out in front of you. Inhale to lengthen through your chest. And then exhale as you slowly tilt your chest forward as that right leg goes back behind you and we come into warrior three. What? Flex your back foot like you're pressing into an imaginary wall. All 5 toes turn down so that we're not opening through the hip here, we're closing the hip off. Maybe again your arms reach forward in some sort of crazy variation. Oh, one more breath. And then bend through your front knee, tap your back toes down. Inhale, reach up through your crescent lunge. And then exhale, open wide. Virabhadrasana, Svai. Nice, reach your fingertips away from your shoulders. Beautiful. Full breath in here. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Nice. And then inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn the toes in, and then turn the heels in. Reach your arms up to the sky. Big breath in here, and then exhale. Start to do your fun, old-fashioned ninja moves. Is that old-fashioned? I don't know. Leaning to one side, bending deeply through one knee. Inhale to come up, and exhale to sink. Just getting some really juicy movement through your hips here. Nice. Couple more breaths. Again, feel free to make it fancy. Do your fine. Washwa. My husband's made me start watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I'm like all over this stuff. Alright, the next time, my feet are slipping, the next time your front knee is bent towards the front of your mat, come back to warrior two, breathe in deeply here, and then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, and step it back, plank. Take a vinyasa or skip it and come to your downward facing dog. It's where we're all going to meet just for a little beat. And then take your big toes together, send your knees out wide, and come to rest in child's pose just for a little second. Once again, you can let the breath out the mouth if that feels good. Let your hips be really heavy. Nice. And then bring your hands to the top edge of the mat. If they're not already, spread the fingers wide. Press into your hands. Bring your knees back underneath your hip points and tuck your toes and come back into downward facing dog. Whew. All right. So we're going to start to make a couple of moves here that are going to get us into our fun little peak pose for the day, which is Mermaid Pose. It's one of my favorites because you might notice I'm a bit of a Disney fan. So from your downward dog, bring your big toes to touch. And we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up high, find three-legged dog. Nice, stay here, press into your hands, send your chest to your thigh, inhale, lift that leg a little bit higher. And then bend the knee, open the hip. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, think about a dog that's going to pee on a really high tree. Send that right knee and see if you can tap your right tricep, tap your foot next to your right pinky finger. And then inhale, send it back up again. Exhale here. Another inhale to prepare. And then exhale, squeeze that belly in. Think up and over as you tap the right knee to the right tricep, the foot next to the hand. Inhale, send it back up. And one more time. Exhale, open wide through that right knee. Strong, strong, strong. Tap the foot down, and this time, set it down, and we're going to come back into lizard pose. Oh, aren't we all so happy about that? Okay, whew. Getting sweaty, guys. All right, so here we are on lizard. You choose your journey. You can keep your back leg lifted, or you can bring your back knee down. You can keep your hands on the mat, or you can send your hands forward and come down to your forearms, maybe. Or you're somewhere in between. Maybe you've got a block or a pet dog at home that you can rest on. Try to keep your head and neck nice and long, or loose even. In lizard, really the only thing there is to do is to breathe deep and hope that's going to be over really soon. Unless you're super into lizard, which maybe you are. Good for you. What we don't want in lizard is this really hunched over spine. So if you notice, if you come down and your spine, your heart starts to puff into your chest like we want it in plank, try to see if you can open through your collarbones and find more length in your spine. All right, we're here for one more breath. And then slowly come back up to your hands if you haven't already. And from here, we're going to move into pigeon. So start to walk your right foot over. You can keep it. If your hips are so open, maybe your leg, your shin stays parallel to the front of the mat. So that's a super advanced option. For most of us, we're going to want to be down here, where our knee and our toe make this nice diagonal line. Click your toes into the mat. If your right butt is way lifted off the mat, you can stuff that pet dog underneath there, or whatever you need. Press into your fingertips. And again, inhale, lift up. Send your gaze to the ceiling, take a tiny back bend here, and then exhale to melt forward and come down, down, down into your version of pigeon. Let the breath be the thing that you can really control in this pose. So let your breath be slow and steady. Maybe you even count the breath so it's the same inhale as it is exhale. Two more breaths. Exhale one. Inhale. And exhale two. Okay. You're going to slowly walk your hands back up. If pigeon is not your jam and you just want to continue working on it just as we did then, or maybe even here, then cool. You can stay here and do that. If you want to take it to the next level, then we're going to start to work towards mermaid pose. So make sure that you're nice and lifted here and start to engage mula bandha or squeeze your pelvic floor muscles. If you can have the spiritual or the science version, they're going to do the same thing. All right, so remember that thing we did with we're going to do that again. So look behind you and start to lift your left toes off the mat and see if you can bring that foot into your hand. Again, don't just dump out your lower back here. We're trying to lift up from all this stuff. Cool? All right, so we're lifting and we've got our foot and maybe we're like, Hanna, girl, this is enough. And that's totally fine. This is where you're going to be. Or if you get a little more in you, maybe you scoot your big toe to kind of squeeze in to the elbow crease of your left arm. And if you've got that, then amazing. You're coming along for the ride, girl or guy. I don't know who's in the screen because you all look like you're all black dots to me today. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, bend the elbow, see if you can bind your hands, lean back, and think about being Ariel from The Little Mermaid on the rock when she's like, you know. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then exhale very gently because you love yourself. Release everything, tuck your back toes, bring your hands back to the front, and then we're gonna step back into three-legged dog. Send that right leg up and maybe just give it a little shaky, 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 a little twisty turny, and then come back into your downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Good job. Whoosa. All right, here we are in downward dog. We have a whole other side to do that on. Yay. Okay, so from here, bring those big toes together. Whew. All right, inhale, left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Keep it there. Maintain your foundation, strong hands. Nice, and then bend your left knee, open the hip. Inhale, breath. Exhale, think up and over, left knee to left tricep, and then tap your left toe to your left, outside of your left hand. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, open wide, 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 wide. Draw your belly in. Boop. Tap your toes down. Inhale, send it back up. And then last time, open wide. Eep. And then tap those toes down. Oh, that was tough. Come back into your lizard. Again, option to keep the back leg lifted or drop it down. Maybe on this side you're a little tighter. That for me is 100% the case. So I'm going to stay lifted on this side. If you want to come down to your forearms, feel free to do so. But again, remember that I'll show you. For me, this is what's going to happen if I come down. My core is like, no. So stay up, stay lengthened, or stay down and stay lengthened. Whatever works for you today. Let's all breathe nice and deep. And then if you came down, pop back up, and we're going to walk that left foot over, until we come into pigeon. Again, variation for the extraordinarily flexible. And then for the rest of us, bring your toes down. Again, if your hips way lifted, put all the things underneath it so that you can bring the earth to meet your booty. Press into your fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale to slide forward and come into your pigeon pose. Again, let the breath be the thing that can remain steady, that remains untouched. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. And exhale, two. Slowly start to walk your hands back up to your body. You know what options there are available to you now. So if you want to stay in pigeon or go back to bed, do that. Or press into your fingertips first, bring them near your hips, and feel this lift up out of your pelvic floor. So engage that Mula Bandha so that you're not just crushing your lower back here. And then once again, we're going to look back to that happy little right foot. He's just chilling out, having a good time. Little does he know, we're going to bend him and grab for the foot. Keep lifting up out of that pelvic floor. Beautiful. Bus stop number, I think this is bus stop 2 already, so we can stay here. Or we can draw that big toe into our elbow crease. Maybe you do a little funky yoga fingers thing, if that's your jam. Or you can reach your left hand forward and then take your arm behind you, clasp the hands together, and then lean back, open the chest. Beautiful. You're such a pretty mermaid. Everyone's hair magically turns red. Their shell bra pops out. Nice. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then slowly, because you love yourself, release that right foot back to the mat. Press into your hands. And we're going to tuck the back toes and then back up into three-legged dog. Super bendy. Maybe give a little twisty turny, whatever it needs. And then set it down, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Take movement here that feels amazing in your body. So good. And then we're going to walk our feet forward, cross the ankles, and come to sit down on our butts. Yeah. Alright, I'll move him out of the way. Now we're on the bum. Yay! Reach your legs out in front of you. Maybe if you're like me, you need to move some of that butt meat out the way. No problem with that, no shame. Okay, here we are in Dandasana. So sit up nice and tall. Flex your feet. And then we're going to bring that right knee in towards our chest. Give it a little hug, a little squeezy. Beautiful. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale to lift your left leg, lengthen through your spine here, and then exhale to come into a twist. Beautiful. And then if you feel like you're really pressing into your arms to crank, can you bend that back elbow just a little so you're a little bit more fluid in this movement. Nice, one more breath here. And use your exhale to come back to center. And we're going to go over, and do just a little counter twist to the other side. Just like a little 50%. Nice. And then come back to center. Send that guy out long. Beautiful. Reset. And then we're going to hug that left knee in towards our chest. Nice little squeeze. Left hand goes behind us now. Inhale, reach the right arm up, extend through your chest. And then exhale, maybe you hook the right elbow to the outside of the leg, or you can just hug your leg, either or. And then move through into your twist. Again, funky yoga things with your hand are welcome. And then just take a little micro bend in that back elbow. Inhale to find length through your spine, and use your exhale. Draw your belly in. See if this twist can come from your muscle contraction rather than just with your arms. Nice. All right, one more inhale breath here. And as you exhale, come all the way around. And we're going to do a little counter to the other side. Maybe you get some clicks and pops. Lucky you. Beautiful. Let's move back to center. Send that left leg out. Thanks for playing. All right. And then again, we're going to come into Dandasana, but we'll come into Dandasana. Bring your fingertips by your hips and sit up nice and tall. And again, find this slight cat belly. So kind of draw your belly in so that your lower back is nice and long here. Nice. From here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and then take a micro bend in your knees. We'll take an extra breath here. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, take your arms underneath your legs and just hug your thighs to your belly. Your legs might be even more bent, and that's totally fine. We're going to do this very passive little forward fold, but try not to lose the connection of your belly and your thighs. And finally, release your head and neck down and just have a little chill session in this forward fold. Take one more deep, full breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let it out the mouth. Release your hands, walk them up. Beautiful. All right, let's make our way down to our backs. Point your toes, send your thriller arms out in front of you. Start to hug that belly in. A deep breath in, lift your chest. And then exhale, start to roll your lower back down, roll up through your spine. Doink, until you come all the way down, hug your knees in, give them a squeeze, have a little roll around the floor if that serves you today. Nice. And we'll finish up in Happy Baby. So take your hands to the insides of your legs to reach around for the outer edges of your feet, and then send them up to the sky. Your shins are in line with your knees here. And your feet are super flexed. So those 98-degree angles we spoke about, so same here for our legs. And then we want to press our sacrum bone, that bone that's just above our butt crack, down to the mat. So you feel that your whole lower back presses deeply into the earth. Nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale, can you squeeze your knees a little bit closer to your armpits? Big release in the hips, nice compression. And then maybe from here, you just take it a bit easy. And you have a little roll around on your play mat, which is all it is, yeah? We try and take yoga a little bit too seriously sometimes, but we just playing. Maybe you straighten your legs. Woo! Oh, not for me this morning. And then once you're done, we're going into Shavasana. Oh yeah. Let your heels hit either side of your mat so that your feet just flop open to the sides. Give yourself lots of space between your arms and your body. And then feel that your shoulder blades are flat on the mat here. Close down the eyes if you haven't already, and then take the deepest, fullest breath that you've taken all day. Bring it into your ribs, your throat. Hold it there. Hold. Open your mouth and let it all go. Nice. Do that again if it feels good. And in about a minute, I will wake you up out of Shavasana. Feel free to stay here as long as your body needs you to. But if you're ready to slowly start to come out, then give your toes a little wiggle, give your fingertips a bit of movement. Maybe you take your ear from one side and then your other ear to the other side. Reach your arms up, give yourself a big, happy stretch. Maybe you yawn or make whatever noise I just made. Hug your knees in one at a time. Give yourself a squeeze, a loving embrace. And then quietly roll to one side. See if you can keep your eyes closed as you make your way up to a comfortable seat that you choose. Once again, bring your hands together and place them in front of your heart. Inhale to sit up tall but with hardly any effort. And then exhale to bow your chin to your chest, taking just a moment of gratitude. Bring a gentle smile to your lips as you inhale, lift your chin and open your eyes. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. Take good care. Namaste.